On today's show, with the new release of Ubuntu 20.04, we're going to be upgrading from 18.04 long-term support release to the new 20.04. I'm your host JC, and this is BWIT TV. You show your shit that you might not know. Welcome my friend to the BWIT show. All right, y'all come back, man. This is part two. Thank y'all. All right, yeah. This is part two of the show. I want to welcome y'all back. I'm JC. I'm your host. This is BWIT Television. Today we are going to be upgrading our current version of Ubuntu 18.04 long-term support release. Many of you out there may already have Ubuntu installed. And you like say, hey, I don't want to re-download and reinstall from scratch. I've got it set up how I want it. I've got my applications installed. Everything is good. So this is for you guys. We're going to step through. We're going to upgrade our distribution from one long-term support release to the next long-term support release. So let me go ahead and log in here. All right, so since I've logged, there's a couple of updates. First and foremost, first thing you want to do before doing any type of distribution upgrade, you want to go ahead and make sure your current system is completely updated. Excuse me. That's step one of this process. Okay, let's see here. All right, that should be just about done here. All right, so excuse me. All right, so next thing, once you have actually upgraded or updated your system, let me second close some windows I got open here. Once you've updated your system, go ahead and do a backup. If you got an external hard drive, back up all your data, back up your information. Make sure that's probably more important than doing your updates. I should have said that maybe have been number one. Excuse me. Go ahead and back up your data. Plug in. There's several ways. I'm not going to go through any backup steps on this video here. You can check out. We'll save that for another video. Put it like that. But back up your system. I'll show you there there's a default backup. Just type in backups here. You can go here. Excuse me. Dang. Kind of. No, I don't have COVID or nothing. I'm just the little phlegm in my chest. Drinking this coffee got me a little got a little something in my throat. All right, so this is the overview of your backup. I just wanted to show you guys this before we do any distribution upgrade. Back up your system. Backup. That's really important. You can go here, folders to save. It's defaulted to your home folder, that's typically where everything should be stored at. Here, folders to ignore. They have trash and any other folder that you might have I've excluded the download. I think that's actually done by default, the home downloads folder. And here, storage location. You can actually select a folder. If you got an external drive, plug it in. It'll detect it here. They've got some online accounts here you can set up too as well. and then you could schedule the backup. But you want to do an instant backup. You want to just go ahead and do an initial backup. So this is the built-in backup solution on Ubuntu. So if you have an external, plug it in, get your data backed up first. If you're familiar with doing like hard drive cloning or backing up an entire hard drive, that's another option. That's probably the best option to enable a one-to-one kind of clone, or if you need to completely roll back, that's another option. And that, like I said, that's probably for another video. But backup, find the best solution that works for you, but back your data up, back up your information, back up. I can't stress that enough. Back up. You never know. Colleague, friend of mine I used to work with back in the day, he used to tell me, man, hey man, what did he say? One is none and two is one. I mean, if you only got one backup, you technically got nothing. So two backups is one and one is technically none. Excuse me. But can't stress that enough. Backup. All right, so let's moving along. I like to do things kind of from the command line, especially when it comes to backing up and maybe installing certain software and upgrading things. So just to make sure that everything is on the up and up as far as the upgrade, you can open up a terminal. You can type in sudo apt get and update. It's going to ask you for your system administrator password. Go ahead and type that in. Okay, we're going to take up the entire screen. All right, so that's done. If you hit the up arrow, back up a little bit and type upgrade and hit enter. So I'm going to check for any upgrades. You see there's there's a few things here. So we'll hit Y for yes. We'll go ahead and upgrade a few packages that it has. And depending on your system, might take longer, or things depending on how many applications that you have on your system. So this is a kind of a fresh install. There's not many applications. I installed a couple of things here doing a previous video. So I'm gonna, okay, all that looks good. So from here, what you want to do is do a sudo do dash release. Do release upgrade. I'll do that right. And there we go. So all right, so it's telling me here there is no development version of LTS available. And I just did that wrong, I think. I typed that in wrong, I think, here. Oh, so sudo apt get dist dash upgrade. Okay, I think that's what it. So I did that, but it's telling me here to do upgrade to the latest non-LTE development release. Set prompt in update manager release upgrades to normal. So let me do that. That's a little somewhat unexpected here, but set prompt equals normal. So let's go here. Let's change change directory etc and update manager and sudo nano release upgrades and it said change prompt and the upgrade will probably available after running. This is not. That should be right. LTS. Let me check something here, folks. Upgrade. Okay, let's do it. Oh, sorry. So, Control X. Let's do sudo. Let me clean some things here. apt and apt update manager. I think this is already here. Yeah, that's what I figured. So we got all of that. Okay, so I just found the solution. So Google's always your best friend. Had a little issues here, but I found the solution here. So bear with us. What you want to do is, let me clear my screen. I'll be looking clean here. Change back to my home. Okay, looks good. Bam. All right, so sudo ap what is it? What did he say here? Okay, sudo all right, sudo, and it's still telling us to do that. Okay, so what we had to do is, they said on here to do the space -d. So sudo do release upgrade space -d. Okay, and there we go. So probably a little tidbit that was unknown, so make sure you keep that in mind. I'll post that to the screen, actual command to type in. That's sudo do -release -upgrade space -d. Power. All right, so it's calculating information. It tells you some third-party entries. If you got some additional software that you installed using third-party repositories, it's going to disable those. Then you can re-enable them after the upgrade. So we got that. We're going to hit enter. Okay, and it's off to the races here. It's going to do its thing. I will tell you, in my past experience, that doing a distribution upgrade takes a little time. I think this is about time we probably can take a bathroom break for you, and get your potty break, maybe grab you a snack or something. This will take a little bit of time to complete, quite some time, I imagine, just because it's going from one distribution to the other, long-term support release. All right, so what do we got here? Blah, 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 two in packet. So after it kind of does all that here, before you get out of here, it gives you the information here. It says two packages installed are no longer supported by Canonical. Canonic. I always have a problem pronouncing that name. Canonical. Canonical. Yeah, canonical. You can still get support from the community. So all right, next line here. 17 packages are going to be removed. 343 new packages are going to be installed. And 1,430 packages are going to be upgraded. See here, it says you have to download a total of 1,086 megs. That's a little over a gig. This download will take about 4 minutes with your connection. Okay, it says installing the upgrade can take several hours. Once the download has finished, the process cannot be canceled. So once you start this process, do not cancel it. Don't turn your machine off. Make sure you don't have any power settings or nothing set for it your machine to kind of go into any type of standby mode, anything like that. So mainly making sure you got power and connectivity during this process. Do not touch, do not bother it. Do not. I'll put up my do not mess with symbol here. So do not touch once we start this. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's continue. Go. All right. So okay. Gives you the information. Says lock screen's disabled. Says your lock screen will remain disabled until you reboot. All right. We know that. Press enter. We're off to the races. Fetching. All right. This might be bathroom break time, coffee break, pee break, whatever, number 2 break. Go check on your mama, your family, call your loved ones break. Do whatever you gotta do to kill a little bit of time. So I'll be back with you very shortly, or as soon as this finishes. Okay, and we'll pick up and make sure everything is good. So once the upgrade is complete, I'll be back with you. We'll reboot, and almost tongue tied. We'll reboot and see our results. Okay, this is our distribution upgrade from 1804 LTS to 20.04 LTS. You guys stay with me, stay tuned, and we will be right back. Okay? All right, we're just about down here to the nitty gritty. This upgrade took a little time. I had to go put on a little bit more comfortable shirt. So, as you can see here on the screen, we are down to the, like I said,
I'm not sure I understood you.
I wasn't talking to you. We're about down to the nitty gritty. You want to go ahead and accept the defaults on this part. We'll hit enter. That's going to finish the setup here. Getting our Ubuntu 20.04 long-term support release officially set up. This is and as you can see here, our background is already actually updated and changed here throughout the upgrade process. So we'll give it a few more minutes here. I appreciate y'all joining back with me, keeping up with this. I know this has been a little lengthy process. Like I said, we had to take maybe a 45-minute to an hour break. The distro upgrade takes maybe about that amount of time. So Make sure you have plenty of time on hand to kind of keep and monitor up the process here. Even as you see, we still got a little bit more things that it's setting up. So just stay with us. We're going to let this finish up. And once this is done, we'll be back to show you guys the results here. So don't go anywhere. Stay with me. All right, okay? So we're getting pretty much down to the last of the wire here. I said we were getting down close, but this is, you're doing a distro upgrade. This does take several hours, as it does state, so keep that in mind. Right now we're at the kind of the end tail here. We're going to be it's letting you know that it's going to remove obsolete packages. Right now it says we've got 125 packages that are going to be removed. It says it could take several hours. And do you want to do that, yes or no? And we're going to say yes. And we're off to the races on that. We'll let those packages get removed. You guys just stay with us. Stay with us. And we're going to finish this up and get our Ubuntu distribution updated. All right? Stay tuned. Right, so we're restarting the machine. The upgrade, distribution upgrade is complete. So we're going to go ahead and we're doing a reboot. And if everything went okay, we should be able to log in once this comes up to our login screen. So, and here's our login screen. So you look here, it looks a little different here from the 18.04 version. Let's go ahead and log in. All right. So looking pretty good here. All right, so there we have it. Comes up. It's exact same system as our just like when we did the fresh install. If you check that out on the previous video here. So that's all to it. Only thing that's really concerning really is time. You gotta have some time. Overall, I'd probably estimate almost close to 2 hours probably to do your distribution upgrade. You see here, it's still maintained. I've got those two original applications that were from the previous distribution. So like I said, everything went smooth. I didn't have any complications. Don't forget, hit the like, share, subscribe button. Share this video. That's pretty much it. It's as straightforward as that to do your distribution upgrade. Like I said, you just gotta have some time and some patience to let the system kind of do its thing. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please look forward, subscribe to my channel for more informative videos just like this. Yeah. Hey, y'all keep it easy, be cool out there. Peace. I love y'all. I'ma holler at y'all on the next go round. This is JC, BWIT Television, and I am out. Peace, baby. Holla, holla.